Hello everyone, welcome back to another informative video. In this video, I'm going to talk about growing lettuce in hydroponic system, specifically deep water culture system. Now, before we go any further, please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And please also give this video a like by clicking the like icon. Now, I'm going to show you a video which will basically give you an overview of what unhealthy lettuce plant looks like. And when you're finished watching that video, we are basically going to talk about what really caused these lettuce to look like how they look and how you can fix them. Right? So take a look at this video and I'll see you in a bit. Right, so welcome back. Now, what you're looking at on your screen is basically a patch of healthy looking lettuce plants, right? And many of us want to grow plants hydroponically, especially in deep water culture system, but there are a few basic things that we must understand. First of all, we must understand that the plants will be sitting in water, right? And you next you'll have to provide nutrients for the plants. You'll have to provide oxygen for the plants, right? And you have to provide an optimum temperature for the plants to grow in, right? If you do not provide these basic elements, then you'll find that the plants will begin to be unhealthy and unproductive. Now, in order to know that something is wrong with your plant, you have to first know what an healthy lettuce plant looks like. And whatever plant it is that you're growing, you have to know what it looks like when it's healthy. Now, this is what the lettuce plant looks like when it is healthy, right? This variety basically. Now, this is another image showing healthy lettuce plants, right? Now, let us put them side by side. So we have the healthy lettuce plant and we have the unhealthy lettuce plant on the right. Now, look at the difference. The healthy lettuce plant, the leaves are green. The leaves are much larger, right? There are no spots or any form of chlorosis or anything like that. But look at the ones on the right. They have chlorosis, right? Intervenal chlorosis, and all of the plants just have a general chlorotic look, right? And which these plants are suffering from um, nutritional disorder or nutrient deficiency, right? So this is what I'm talking about. You have to understand what the healthy plant looks like. Now, moving on, look at this plant here. This lettuce plant, all of them looks yellow, but you can see right here the chlorosis is basically more pronounced, right? And you'll find that you'll have varying degree of chlorosis, right? Because some some plant roots are more developed than others. Some are able to take up more nutrients than others based on the stage they are, right? Now, as you can see again, there's just a general chlorotic look on these plants. And you can, as you can see, the leaves are very small as well as if they are stunted, right? Look at these plants here, right? I'm just showing you a series of plants just to give you a general idea of what I'm talking about. which would be the small leaves and the chlorosis, right, happening, which will basically reduce your yield, right? And the marketable yield. And when you're marketing lettuce, people will want to look at how it looks physically, right? They want to know that they want to see that their lettuce looking green, right, without any spots or chlorotic look and so on, right? Now, let us talk about what could cause this. This is the image that we are going to spend some time on. Now, as I said, these are chlorotic, right? Now, obviously, they are not getting the amount of nutrients that is required, right? They are lacking um, nutrients. So, for example, nitrogen, magnesium, and so on. They are lacking. Now, what could cause this? As I said, they are in a deep water culture system, so it's like they are being floated on top of water with their roots submersed, right? So they are floating with the styrofoam on top of the water. So with the water, what the grower normally do is put in a known amount of nutrients in the water, right? Set the ppm at a specific range, which is parts per million, right? And the pH, right? Now, once your pH and your parts, your ppm or your EC, right, is at the right range, then your plants will take up the nutrients um, as they need, right? Now, if the plants are taking up the nutrients, they are continuously taking up the nutrients. At some point, they are going to deplete the nutrients that is in that water. Remember that water is basically just it's a set amount of water. So the amount of nutrients that you put in can be depleted, which is what the plants are doing. They are taking out the nutrients. So at some point, they are going to basically um, deplete the nutrients that is inside the water or reduce it to a quantity where or an amount where it is not enough to sustain their growth and development. Hence, you start seeing deficiency, right? Nutrient deficiency, right? Now, how can you fix this? What you need to do is in a deep water culture system, you basically need to change the water very often, right? Because these plants will basically take up the nutrients very quickly. So therefore, it's not like if you have some kind of monitor to monitor all the different nutrient elements that you put in that water, then fine, you could basically know which one of the nutrient element is or which nutrient elements are being depleted to a level that is unhealthy for the plants, and you could basically top that up. But in most cases, you do not see these monitors. So, like if you are not able to monitor the different nutrient elements, you basically have to change the water or the nutrient solution. So you basically need to change the water, put new water or fresh water in, and put new nutrient in the tank, right? So when you do that now, you basically will have a fresh nutrient solution, which the plant can now pull the required amount of nutrient that it needs, right? Now, if you continuously grow these plants while they are looking like this in this water, they will not look better because they have already depleted the certain nutrients, right? And what can happen is that you find that other nutrients can become toxic to them, right? You can have a buildup. Like for example, if you try to say for example add nutrients to this water, you find that you'll basically build up on certain nutrients or certain salts in the water, and so, and over over compensating or basically putting too much of one nutrient element in the water, or having too much of one nutrient element in the water, right? Which can become toxic to the plants, right? So it is always better to change the water often. So with these lettuce, I find that if you change the water like every 10 days, right? Every 10 days you change the water or change the nutrient solution, it would basically reduce the nutrient deficiency issue. And not only reduce, you'll not see a nutrient deficiency issue if you change the water, well, the nutrient solution every 10 days, right? So that is basically what you can do to ensure that you have nutrients, the right amount of nutrients in the nutrient solution at all times so that the plants don't go chlorotic like this, right? Another thing is that they are looking, the leaves are looking small, right? Let me go to another image, right? Um, this one here, right? As you can see, the leaves on the healthy ones, they look much larger and greener. These on the unhealthy one, they appear to be to look a little smaller, right? As you can see. Now, this image was taken during the summer, right? And um this farmer is not doing any form of cooling, so the temperature, it is very hot, right? It is very hot, right? And the root zone of a plant, is very hot. The temperature it is not at the right level that it's supposed to be. So you find that with plants, they'll basically adapt to their environment. So, and one adaptation is basically reducing their leaf size, right? To basically reduce the transpiration or loss of water to the atmosphere. So they reduce their leaf size so that they can lose less water. So because these lettuce plants are exposed to high temperatures, you find that the leaves start to grow smaller, right? The leaves start to grow smaller, and you get a more stunted lettuce, right? Like what you are seeing here. So this is basically, so what this farmer need to do now is basically um, cool the environment, right? The temperature inside the greenhouse, it needs to be cool, right? And the root zone of the plant needs to be chilled. So the nutrient solution needs to be chilled, right? Down to maybe about um, around maybe about 68 to um, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Anywhere along that those degrees can work, right? So the nutrient solution needs to be chill, and the air temperature needs to basically be reduced, right? It anything above 90 degrees Fahrenheit will basically cause a negative effect on any plant, basically, right, that you're growing in the greenhouse, unless it has some kind of um uh uh heat tolerance, and even when it has that kind of genetics, certain heat will definitely, certain temperatures will definitely still cause issues. So that is basically it with these plants. So if you are having this issue, right, um, the main thing is to understand that you need to change the water, right? So it's almost similar to if you are doing a recirculating greenhouse system in terms of how you feed your plants. So if you have a reservoir and you send out the water and it comes back into reservoir, so it consistently recirculates, at some point you'll need to change the nutrient solution, because when it goes out, the plant takes out all the time. It takes out nutrients. It will deplete some nutrients, right? And if you don't have any kind of system to monitor what it is depleting, the plants will go deficient. So you basically have to monitor um, the health of the plant and understand at what point do you change the nutrient solution. And it's the same thing with the deep water culture system, right? You need to change the water for lettuce at least every 10 days, right? At least every 10 days to maintain healthy, green looking lettuce, right, for your market. So if you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comments area. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. I hope this information was informative, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye.